Jodim. Hello. MJ. Hello. Nate. Hello. Car on YouTube. I don't want to. Hello. AK, hello. Nate, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're feeling better. Adjective with a rate of 2. Hello. Chat, hello. Adjective, hello. Arvis, hello. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. You guys, don't tell anybody, but I've spent the whole day working on this editor. Today was rough, feeling super dumb and sick. Nate, man, I hope you feel better, like perfectly better really soon. How am I doing today? I'm doing well. Just checking on a couple of things. AK, happy birthday. All right. Are you are you ready to, like, I don't know, is anybody ready to see what I've been working on? Does anybody actually like want to see? I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to see. I think I'm just going to end the stream, guys. Also, again, AK, happy birthday again. You little baby, you. Yeah, AK, listen, okay? You can't speak on behalf of chat, okay? I don't think you guys actually want to see. Yeah, do you actually want to see? You actually want to see what I've been doing all day? Pretty much all day. I mean, okay, if you really want to. So, there goes MJ. MJ, thank you for subscribing with your Prime membership. I appreciate it. It's 2 months, and I appreciate it, man. AK, want to see how much I want to see? AK, don't do anything. You get it free for, like, birthday surprise thing. Like, look, here's the deal, folks. We have some people who have been doing so much behind the scenes for this game, artwork mostly, in the last few days, and it forced me to put a crap ton of effort into the editor. And so here's what I have. First of all, I have a way to overlay the existing values of the world at any given layer that I choose. And I can go through all the layers. For example, you'll see that when I'm on layer 3, that's the collision layer, thus the darkened blocks. It tells me 1 because it indicates that a collision layer lives there. Now here's it. this is just the beginning. Now that I know that that's where it is, so here's another example. I've got these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it gives me values for these, right? Then what I can do is make adjustments. Like, let's say I wanted to go and add a collision block here. Okay, we've already seen this. There's nothing new here, but you can see that there's a live effect on what's going on. Now, if I go over to, let's say, this layer where I have particular values for layer number 2, aka layer number 1, offset 0, blah, 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 off by 1, turn +1, Arvis PTSD. Okay. Now what I can do is the following. I can go to a block anywhere in the world. Let's just start new. And then I can go over to my image editor, which, by the way, I've taken all your images and I put it all into one atlas. So all the sprites are on one atlas file. And then I can, if I do this right, no, don't tell me it's busted. Why would you be busted? Shouldn't be busted. You should be working. There we go. It's working. Yeah. I can literally go through each individual element in the atlas. I don't know what you're talking about, Arvis. And pick a particular tile that I want to put in. So what I can do here is I can go, since I already know, since I've already applied 200 here, I'm going to skip a step. The editor automatically associates the tile number, the value of the tile number, to an image. So now what I can do, okay, so since I already associated 200 to the green tile, all right, what I can also do is I can pick a completely new value. Let's say 204. We're going to put 204 in here. So now this value has 204. Except the problem now is, well, there's no associated image with the value 204. Well, we can change that. What we can do, hang on, let me just make sure I've got that. Yeah, oh, that's good there. All we can do is go, all we have to do, I mean, is go pick another tile. Like, I don't know. Let's just pick, let's go see, where are the trees? This is animation for the firing. Do I have trees anywhere? I probably don't have trees anywhere. I'm not sure why, but let's just pick like this one. And then now I can apply this one to 204. And now that I'm doing that, I can also just skip over to whichever layer I want and have these things take immediate effect. Again, this is all immediate effect. Then I can skip over to my game mode and I walk around and check it out. I can walk over these edge tiles because they're not collision tiles, but I can't walk over this. I can't walk over that. Right? It's all blocked because I set it to be that way. Boys, we have level editing, an asset management, and an association of multiple layers to individual tiles in the world. We can now start building out levels. Enjoy. Happy birthday, AK. How do I assign the background to the element? All right, so what I do is a mixture. Good tech talk. Now get off the stage. Ice, I will time you out. What I do is a mixture of two things. Here, I'll pull it up here. So one thing I do is in my in the game data, in the world data that's built into the ZIG WebAssembly, get world data. I literally read the data for the given layer that I'm looking at. So that's step number one, is I need to know what the value is. So these ones, let me see, I think it's all, yeah. So these like 200s or whatever, I need that from WebAssembly. Given this world that I've loaded onto the page and this particular location, what's the value? 200, 300, 69, 420, whatever the hell ever, doesn't matter. Just give me the value. Then on the JavaScript side, scripts, let's go with DOM. Okay. Ignore this. Literally what I'm doing, I'm storing an array. And the array exists only for the editor because remember, the rendering engine is separate from the WebAssembly. The WebAssembly is a game state manager, including getting values. JavaScript actually renders the game. JavaScript is what cares what asset needs to go into the tile. So there's an array with, I'll see if I can kind of show you it. Layer, yeah, here we go, data. With individual layers and an ID that matches the IDs you're seeing here. 200, 201, 202, whatever. So I track that in the JavaScript editor portion. And then I say things like, if I see the value 200 on layer 1 on any position, I need to look at a particular pixel XY position of my atlas. And I set that into an array value. Then down here, when I actually go to render the tiles, I create a div element that matches the tile that I'm about to render for the given layer that I'm about to render. And each one of these has an ID, the ID being whatever value it has, 100, 200, 3, 6, 5, whatever the heck it is. Doesn't matter. I pass in the value from WebAssembly. I have my XY coordinates. I have my layer. I tell the JavaScript engine, track the layer, track this particular ID, and associate it to an image, to a position in the atlas, an XY position in the atlas. And then when I go to set the background image, I set it to atlas.png, but then I also set background, where'd it go? Background here. I also set the XY coordinates as an offset on the atlas, which is literally also what I'm doing when I scroll through the available assets. This is all just one atlas, and I'm literally just offsetting the position XY coordinates as I scroll through. So then when I pick a tile, the editor knows the layer, the coordinate, and the value that's in there. I can go ahead and inject a new value, which essentially creates a new entry for me to attach an asset to from the atlas. And it pulls in the offset position of whatever I've selected here. Or I can go use an existing one that I've already associated. Then I can go and save not just the world with the new values, I can also save the image data that I've stored. And the image data lives as a JSON file, which I then load onto the page for the JavaScript portion to read. So that way I can also save the image data that I've created for this. We have level editing. No, Alavo. Only because you'll win, and I don't want to lose. Now, yeah, it's don't clip it. I didn't. The only reason is because I don't want you to lose because I'm so good, Alavo. So I'm doing you a favor. Don't clip anything I said before that because it's just not true. So now that we have that, I'll see if I can pull up the atlas here. Where'd it go? Atlas? Yeah, here. This is the atlas. It's huge, but... So there are trees. I just didn't look well enough. But this is the whole atlas so far, based on the stuff you've sent me. So as the people in the community, Khalifa, Arvis, Laughing Panda, primarily, who's been helping me, so far. But as they're building assets for me, I'm putting them into the atlas. I just got a free asset compact generator thing to put it into one big atlas. And hi, Laughing Panda. Yeah, your work is in here. And this Kraken, that is generate. I have animations working with this atlas. So here's an example. This is crazy what I did in a single day. I almost can't believe it. This right here. No, sorry. This is the water tiles. That's what I have animated. So the water tiles are animated using exactly this atlas. Right? Yes, that's right. And what I do is I can set the number of frames that I want to put into the array of data for the JavaScript renderer. So I set a starting point here, like 2048, 0, 2048 px for the x coordinate, 0 px for the y coordinate. If I set 8 frames like I do here, I just multiply by the size of each tile in the atlas. And if I know that they're in a sequence like that, it just automatically does that for me and generates a bunch of frames for me. And then I don't even have to worry about it. I only have to set an initial starting position, and it knows to look 8 more squares in front in order to generate the frames needed for the animation. And then down here, I add a special animation, an animation trigger, an auto animate on tile. And then I go down to the bottom, and down here, I'm listening every time that 10 frames go by. If I have a tile that needs to be animated, I just animate it to the next position in the set of frames for that layer, for that ID. This is all, it's all working off your guys' art. And you guys are moving so fast on the art. I had to do something. We had to get this moving. So, here we are. And now we can make maps. We can make levels. Yeah. Okay, what's going on? Oh, Zach. Yeah, there you go. Multiple people in yeah, so they're on Discord. And we have an art channel now where people are putting in all the assets, which is what I would encourage you to do. If you're going to work on something, put it there. But yeah, honestly, this was a lot of work. Seriously. I know it doesn't look like much when you put it together, but me having the ability to dynamically associate all of these things on the fly, live patching the game, changing the world around while you guys are able to play it with assets being updated, including starting locations. By the way, I can change starting locations if I want to. Like I can pretty much do anything. It was not easy. This was like a lot of freaking work. Hey, Titty. So the zeros can represent different things depending on Titty. Also, how are you doing? Everyone who's here, how are you doing? Zach, I hope you're doing well. Doc, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Laughing Panda, I hope you're doing well. Chaz, I hope you're doing well. Chronix, I hope you're doing well. Jen, I hope you're doing well. Olavo, I hope you're doing well. Let me know how. Just say like, hey, I'm doing great. You know, something. Let me know how you're doing. I always like to make sure everyone's having a good day. So the zeros represent nothing, depending on which layer you're in. Sometimes they might represent something, like a default value. So I have a set of constants here. There's a BG tile. This should actually be BG layer. But anyways, BG layer is 0. So on layer 0, which is the layer I'm looking at right now, anything that has a 0 in it means that I should use whatever the renderer decides is a default value. The renderer gets to pick that. WebAssembly doesn't care. WebAssembly just says, on this layer, there either is something here if you want it to have a default value, or you just assume there's nothing here. Then if I move on to another layer though, 200, 201, 202, 203, those represent a unique ID for an asset, an entity, or both put together. And then the renderer can decide based on what layer you're in. Oh, I see. I'm in the where is it? Here. I'm in the entity layer. So 1 means that player 1 is over here. 2 means player 2 starts over here, and so on, right? And then the renderer says, well, since I know player 3 starts over here and player 3 needs this particular asset, put the two together, render player 3 over here. Hopefully that makes sense. Holy crap. Chat. You've streamed at a town with all the associates. Yeah, Jen, distractions galore. So you're saying the art is minimally better than the squares. Yeah, Laughing Panda. You're doing good. Good to hear that, Titty. Yeah, I say Khalif 0 represents nothing, but also something, but also nothing, depending on something. It's like the there's a movie, I can't remember what it was. It's with that guy Legolas from Lord of the Rings. It's like a medieval movie, and he's fighting for I think it's Jerusalem, and then he fights the Sultan king or something. And then they have like a one-to-one chat, and he's like, what does this city mean to you? And the guy says, nothing and everything. That's what this Kingdom of Heaven. Thank you, Kingdom of Heaven. You guys got Moada. Thank you for the follow. Hi Keeter. Hello, first time chat. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Yeah, it's everything and nothing. Banger first time chat, right? Doing well, be playing a bunch with NeoVim configs and plug. Nice, Chronic. Sometimes the zeros just indicate Spiro's quantity of achievement to the human race this lifetime. Doc, you're not wrong. Won't this methodology get complicated as you get a vast amount of sprite combinations? I don't think so. I can see where you might be right. I think I've thought ahead on this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay, Titty. Anyways, we'll see. Yeah, Kingdom of Heaven, everyone. First time chatter. Like, wouldn't it be better to just keep track of those entities separate and just get the Z layering right? The Z layering is also working already. Each layer is okay. If there's a tile on a layer, that correlates to a Z index. So I already have Z indexing figured out. The ID is not necessarily related to the Z index. The ID is a way for the JavaScript engine to understand what asset to render. the layer determines the Z index currently for the JavaScript engine. One of my favorite movies. That's one of my favorite movies as well. Yeah, welcome. Hi. I'm not going to do justice to your name. I'm sorry. I'll just call you Hey. Hey. I hope that's okay. It's easy. Hey Keeter. Okay. I'll do my best. But yeah, welcome. I guess it's not the end of the world, but only tweak I would make is defining the atlas tile size and supplying an XY index instead of the raw pixel value. That's what I'm doing. Arvis, I'm doing that. Wait, I'm not doing that. No. I'm not doing that. You're right. Yeah, you're right, Arvis. Chaz, you're right. I should cook on that. So yeah, you're right. I'm putting in the raw pixel. I mistook what you were saying, Arvis. My bad. Okay, my bad. But Arvis, yes, I agree. It should be a XY coordinate, which translates into a pixel value. Gideo quadruple I. Thank you for the follow just now. I appreciate it. Make sure you say hi. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I stream pretty cool, everyone. I stream pretty cool. And they Gideo quadruple I would like to be a fan. So it's official, folks. I've made it to the big leagues. All right. Yeah. So Arvis, I think you're right. I think what I'd like to do is instead of raw pixel values, use XY coordinates translated into pixel values. Less math you got to do up front. Yes, I agree. Okay, let me check one thing. Okay, I'm gonna close this. All right, now now what I haven't fully tested out fully is the Twitch integration, but as far as I can tell, it's fully working. All that fractional slicing. Yeah, I gotta give all that up. Yeah. But as far as I can tell, it's working. And then what's also nice is I got rid of the collision overlays. Unless I want to show them. So what that does is it's gonna let us like kind of force our hand to actually build out a world here that's associated with the collisions here, right? So and you know what's also great, I can do this separately. I can go and have another tab building out the world while you guys are playing the game in its current state. So yeah, so here's what I need to ask. I have to go look at the assets that you guys have put in Discord lately because you've put in quite a few. But I might be bugging you guys, particularly the people in chat right now who are doing, like I saw an animated barrel thing. So I need to go grab those latest things because I've kind of been ignoring that chat all day. So yeah. I'm gonna have to sort that out. How will this work with random? Yeah, it's not gonna work with random. The only thing that random is gonna do right now is randomize the collision blocks, not the blocks underneath. Which means that, for example, let me switch over to game mode. It means I can walk over this block, potentially, if the collision blocks don't randomize correctly. This means that I now have to look at randomizing the entire map properly beyond just collision blocks. That creates, I have work to do. So so that's it. Okay, well, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna go back to working on this, and see you later. Thanks for being here. That's the stream. 30-minute stream. Nice. How do you like that? Might be easier to where's your game? What are you talking about, Doc? What do you mean? Where your games are here? What are you talking about? I remember when this was an empty grid. Yeah, I remember too, AK. I still have the video on YouTube, I think on my Twitch channel too, where it's just like 4 squares. What a switch from 72-hour stream. Just go from one extreme to the other. Might be easier to associate collision blocks with visual tiles. Arvis, I think you're right, but the edges. I think the edges are going to be like, how do I have the middle tile with the edges associated with it? Like, that's what has to get randomized, right? That's pretty on brand for you, actually. Yeah. The tile set is missing an unconnected tile. Is it, Zach? Are you looking at the atlas? Is that what you're looking at? I'm not sure I follow you, Zach. How do you associate collections of tiles together? Hang on, is it the atlas though? Wait, I'm not following. I'm done talking, leave me alone. Here's the game, kids. Single one would be a full square. It is a full square. Look, the single one is a full square. What am I missing? This is a full square. I'm missing something. We've got a full square here. There's no surrounded by water tile. There is. What? Hang on. The only thing that's annoying is I have to look. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. You're talking about like an island. Okay, yes. An island would be perfect, actually. Because it would be... You can set an island as a collision tile. If somebody wants to do an island real quick in Discord, I'll add it to the atlas. And we could start off with a bunch of islands. I do always get there eventually. There should be one made from corners. Khalifa, if you're willing to do it, I'd be happy to. Please, yeah. And then all I do is I've had to resize anything that wasn't 64 by 64 down to that size. There were a few things that weren't exactly that size, like trees, I think. But as long as you stick to the same size as the ground tiles and just send it to me as a separate thing, it's easy. I'll add it, and then we'll start off with a bunch of island tiles for the collisions, and then we can build out from there. We can start building out levels, and these guys came up with a really awesome yeah, Doclock, please, because if Jam has anything, I'd be happy to put it in here. Just so you guys know too, I'm keeping a track of people that I want to give attribution to for helping me with this stuff. So so that I don't forget anybody who's been helping me. And I'm going to put up on spiridon.games on that website. I'm going to put up a page listing everybody who's helped, and I'm going to try and keep track of what you all helped with. I talked about something yesterday, and since it seems everybody who I kind of like need to have hear this, that you guys are all here, so I'll make sure that I say it right now. If any of you are looking for a way to just beef up your resume just a little bit in some respect, I am more than happy to let you do it here. If you're submitting artwork, if you're submitting code, like Hector, I don't know if Hector's here, but Hector submitted code. Two Step has helped out with code. Johnny has helped out with code. Travis has helped out with code. You know, if you're submitting anything and helping to contribute with a project and you want to put it on your resume as like, I did something, and you want to have somebody like call me as a reference check and say like, hey, you know, how was so-and-so? Did they do all right? Whatever. DM me on Discord. You don't have to give away your private details or anything like that. But I'm going to put your name, your Twitch name, as I know it to be, in the attribution publicly. And there is no reason that you can't use this as a way to demonstrate some of the work that you're capable of doing. And in particular, for I think a pretty decent amount of you, you have the same kind of passion that I do in terms of why we're doing this project this way. Because it's complicated. We're agonizing over our code. We're learning a whole bunch of stuff together. We're trying to push the boundaries on performance. It's a cool game that has multiplayer single, like, you know, add in all the stuff that you guys are excited about, and the stuff that you know, inspires you to help with this game. That helps a long way when it comes time for you to have an interview with a potential employer and the opportunity comes up to talk about this, should it come up. And you can say everything that you like to say about why you wanted to help, why it was cool, etc. So definitely let me know if you want, you know, anything beyond just the attribution. I'm more than happy to vouch for anybody's work. We can sort it out. When I did the tiles, I made them modular. You did, Khalifa. Yes. Just make sure you say I didn't write the if statement. Yeah, Sergeant Pepper. Yeah. Yeah. Sergeant Pepper, I have you on the attribution list. Man, I hope I don't forget anyone. You guys are gonna, I'll have, when I put the attribution list up, you're gonna have to help me and make sure that I don't forget about you. Anyways, there's this, at the point that we're at now, feels very cool. This is gonna start looking way better than just the the ocean tiles and some dark squares. We're gonna be building a freaking level here, and it's gonna be awesome, and you guys are gonna get to play it. Now, one last thing before I distract myself too much. Yeah, Arvis, I know. One last thing before I distract myself too much. I have all the underpinnings built and ready to go for turn-based mechanisms, and I believe turn-based is actually currently working. I believe so. I'm going to turn it on in a bit. We're going to try it out. I believe turn-based is fully debugged and working. I think let me okay. I can confidently say that it's somewhat working. All right. Maybe kind of, maybe fully. We'll see how edgeful we get. But what that means is we're going to start firing cannonballs. And I'm kind of hoping that we start firing cannonballs over longer distances than just right next to each other today. I'm kind of hoping. I could be wrong because I ran into a bunch of stuff that I thought I had nailed down with this editor stuff, and you know, I kept running into a problem, and everything took way longer than I thought. So I don't know, but it might be that we start putting ranges on these ships. Maybe we do special things like a power up to extend your range, firing over land, things like that, and we animate a cannonball, and everybody takes a turn doing that. We'll see. But I thought ahead as I was building out the code for this, so we'll see. Okay, let me hydrate. If you guys can't tell, I'm super freaking excited. All right, so Khalifa, I think maybe. No. Okay. I don't see anything yet, but there's move order issues with multiple actions happening in a single turn. Or you plan to allow each entity to perform its move in some order. So what's going to, okay, let's give it a shot. All right. Let's put my money where my mouth is here. So the current game mode is real time. I believe I just go shift 2, which switches to Twitch mode. And then I believe I go shift G and it turns it to turn based. Now you can probably see an animation that happens on the top left. Let me just keep up with the chat. Second option might be fine. Increasing attack radius would be interesting, but I'm not sure how to balance that. It would be, so Chronix, what I'm thinking is it would be a temporary buff. Maybe you redeem some channel points, or I don't know, it could be any rule we like, and you get a temporary extension of your range. Randomized order of actors. So Zach, if you see the little purple, it might be hard to tell on screen, but there's a purple thing. And it goes through each player one at a time, right? And including the boss, the Kraken, if it's on there. So the starting point will be to maintain this order. It has to go from player 1 to player 5, then the boss, then an entire turn that does like round 1 complete. Everyone's taken their turn. And then it does it again. It's like round 2 complete. Everyone's taken another turn, etc. Right? We have all that built in. It's ready to go. We just have to test it and essentially make sure it works. What'll happen is as each person takes a turn, the animation will play out. And because now I have animations working on the JavaScript rendering side with like a particular set of frames, making sure they complete all of that stuff, that means that I can, for example, fire off a cannon, make sure it hits, update the attack. If it's a successful attack, decrease the person's health by 1, whoever it hit, and then at the end of that, that's considered the end of your turn. Those animations, those actions all take place. Then I can go on to the next turn. And then the next player gets to go, whoever that might be. Currently, move order is input order. We talked about a few different ways to alleviate order issues. Yes, Arvis, we're going to have to work on that, but I'm just going to start simple. It's just the slots, 1 through 5, and then boss, and whichever slot you're in is whatever turn you get. Range, accuracy, number of moves. Hang on, I'm missing something. Increase range with damage fall off based on distance, possibly. Yes. And in the full game that I'm going to build, there are different types of cannons, like physical cannons that do the shooties, and then you just have your. We'll just start off with like cannonballs, just general cannonballs. The type of cannon that you have will have an effect on your range and your attack power, like how much you take off the person you do hit, and accuracy. But many other things will also affect that, like how much crew do you have on your ship to even man the cannons. The less crew you have per cannon, the worse off you might get. Like, and then like what are these things made of? Like maybe you have a particular like a special kind of, I don't know, special wand that like increases your, you know, like we could do anything we want with that. We're good. Range, accuracy, number of moves, number of attacks are all things that could be modified by gear. Yes. Could have fast ships with less attacks, slow ships with more attack, ships with better accuracy, better range. Yes. Made a temporary island for you to work with until I do a better one. All right, let's have a look here. I don't see anything yet. Did you send it to me already, Khalifa, or not? Oh, there it is. Got it. It's in the thread. I didn't notice the thread. Sorry. Okay. So let me, okay, I'm gonna have to do this off screen because I have the Atlas thing off to the side here on the other one, and I haven't moved it over. So let me go over here. I go and I open this up, and then I go save the image. Island temporary. And then I'm gonna go all right, now, why? That's the individual Kraken. There's this. I'm just trying to make sure that I put it in the right order so that I don't throw off all of my positions on my assets. Otherwise, it would be, hey, NPM. How you doing, bud? How do I adjust this? I don't think I can. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to get a better app for this. All right, so if I go over to here, okay, and then I export it and I go like that, and then I take this and I just delete it. All right. Yeah, the size does. Yeah, absolutely, Khalifa. It's perfect. Okay, now the only thing I got to worry about is, yeah, offset. So let me go and sort out the offset here. The offset would be, let me go and make sure I've got this right. So would it have just increased? Yes. All right, I think it's going to be, let's see if I got that right. Oh, I have to update the right, I have to update the, yeah. Okay, JSON here. It's something to do with this. That's right. Do I even need this? I probably don't even need this. No, I don't need that. I could probably just get rid of all this. This, like this. And then here's what I can do is, instead of kind of working around like that chunk, I can just do it right in here. So we'll go layer ID to image, and then we're going to go data, and the layer is going to be 1. And it's going to be 200, I'm pretty sure. And then 0 is, instead of 2048, no, that's frame 0. Yeah. So this is going to be 2112. And then we're going to re-render. There it is. Okay. Perfect. So all I really need to do is just update these. Yeah, that's looking better already. Okay, so I can do it on all of these. Let me double check the values. 2994 I think is what the screen shows. Okay, what's at 2752? Huh? Okay, 2816 looks right. Let's get back to original. Okay, close, but that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll start kind of from scratch. So if I'm going to do that, then what I can do is go, we'll go 1, no, we'll go 2, we'll hide that. We'll go 1E. We'll auto pull from here, whatever layer it is. $200, $200, $201. Okay, I'm going to set these to 0. 0, so if I inject 0 in here, 0 in here, 0 in here. And then if I set 200 to the island, like that. And then I'm going to extract my data. And I'm going to extract my image data, which is just that. And then I'm going to copy these over, rebuild, and we'll see if it took effect. So what are we looking at here? 21. And this is going to be web JSON, like that. Okay, then we go PR Puffermint, thank you for the follow just now, and hello, how are you doing? I'm an engineer in real life, yeah. I'm fine. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I'm an engineer in real life. Real life engineer here. Okay, close. We got close. H1E. $200. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? There we go. 200. Okay, so yeah, that's an island. Yeah, PR. Yeah, if you want to ask questions, feel free. There's a whole bunch of real life engineers here. So if you have questions to ask, please feel free. Okay. data, so layer 1, 200, I think. $1024. Okay. Spiro is not an engineer. He just plays one on twitch.tv. Facts. There's quite a few IRL engineers in here. There's quite a few. Just saying. Make fun of me all you want, but there's quite a few. We're all actors here. Yeah. This might be interesting to ask, but do you know the sunflower from Cuphead? The sunflower from Cuphead? I think I do, yeah. Like the game, right? I'm pretty sure I recall that. Um, 1024. Oh, we got a raid. Hey, how's it going? from Floral Fury. Yeah, PR, I do remember. Coppinger, how are you doing? Premier, welcome. Den, welcome back. Thanks for the follow, Premier. Macro, hi, how are you doing? Coppinger, how was your stream? Okay, you gotta go. See you later, man. Have a good day. Thanks for the raid, man. Do you think it's possible to make an AI of that boss into real life that can detect something and it starts to move and attack? PR probably, yeah. There's probably one or two AI people in chat who can like more definitively answer that question, but I would say probably yes. Coppinger and Raiders, welcome. Listen, guys, we're building levels for the game, and we're using art assets that the community has put together for me. And I've been working all day on getting editor functionality so we can actually build out the game. And I basically have everything ready. So it's been we're having some fun over here. A nice keyboard, thank you. It's the there you go. Frackery, hello. I saw you streaming earlier. So if you don't know what we're doing, it's a little bit different than what Coppinger does. We're building a game in ZIG, compiling to WebAssembly, and then rendering the WebAssembly game state stuff out to the browser using JavaScript. Yeah, frack, yeah. PR, yes, I believe that is possible. I don't know enough about, like, I haven't used AI stuff enough to know exactly how I would do that. And just how possible it really is, but I do believe it's possible. Do you ever zag when you mean to zig? Sometimes, May. It's happened. If you watch the stream long enough, it'll happen again. It might even happen tonight, who knows? Or is it like JavaScript where zag is coarse to zig? No, it's not. JavaScript is kind of hands-off. Someone mentioned finite state machine. Oh yeah, we're gonna build some finite state machines. We're gonna show Axe how that's done. %. We're gonna show Axe how to build a proper finite state machine. And we're gonna do it live. Frack, to begin with, no. Maybe DM me, Frack, and we'll talk. PR, and who are these people that you've noticed and that you said before? What do you mean PR? Oh, I don't follow. Okay, 1K to here, layer 200. So we can do a Ryan. Nice. Welcome, Ryan. Go like this. So I technically don't actually need anything else. I could just go, nope, like that. 200 all the way. How are things going? Frackery. Oh, you said something about someone who knows AI? Oh, I'm not sure. Usually I just do a call out and then somebody who knows AI usually says, hey, I'm here and I know AI, but I guess maybe not this time. If you want, here, might as well give a shout out. We'll go here. So PR, Matisse Tech, he can probably help you out. We need to give a shout out to Coppinger too. I got to remember that. I'm currently reminding myself out loud. Let's move the leaderboard. So it's just islands. It's just islands all the way down. What? And then there's the one island that you can just like move over. Wouldn't it make more sense if you could only travel on the dark water instead of light, shallow? No, dark is not... dark isn't water. Dark is just indicating that I've set that particular location in the world as a collision. Like, you can't go over it no matter what's there. I was going to request to make that, but it might be more expensive. Yeah, it could be. I would definitely talk to Matisse. PR, if you want to. You can also hop on my Discord. Matisse is there as well, or you could just ask the question on general. One, and then let's not do that, and then let's go back here. Okay, so if I just play the game normal, right? I'm in normal mode, yeah. So there we go. Do you see what I mean now, Ryan? Yeah, if you go on general PR and you just ask the question, don't do like I don't think you can do it anyways, but like an ad here or an ad everyone, and I'll make sure you get attention. And somebody, I'm sure somebody will be happy to help you out and like answer questions. But this is working. Okay. Now if I extract the world data, that should be all I need to do. Keep it, go back here, go over here, go like this, 22, go back here, build it. Hopefully when I restart, oh yeah, we're editing levels, boys. Oh, that feels good after working on that for the day. That feels real good. Okay. Now I've done all that. Ground tiles are all ready to go. I have an atlas. This is all Ryan, you didn't see. But here, let me go. Okay, I gotta go Twitch mode, hide, editor mode, show. Over here, this water thing over to the far left underneath the orange buttons. When I'm in editor mode, I can switch through the atlas, and then I can associate a value to an image, a world value to an image. And look, it's all ready to go. So if I go to, let's say, layer 1, and I set this value to, say, I don't know, 201, and then I go set the value, and then I go over here and I switch to, let's see, is there a top one? This one. And then I apply the image. There it is. And then I just extract the data. I extract the world data and I extract the rendering, the renderer data, because the two are separate, so you have to extract them both in order to get the same thing. But once you extract them and you recompile the game, this is now the default state of the game. Now we have the ability to create land. We can build it. We can flesh out these levels. But just to start with, the islands are a quick and dirty way to not have dark squares. I think it's more clear what's going on when you have something like this, right? And then if I go to, I think it's, is it, let me go Twitch mode and then Kraken. There we go. I have a shortcut key for the Kraken, so I can turn it off and on. I think I can also pause the game. I think. Can I? I don't know. Shift P? Is it working? Is the game paused? Maybe it's not in this mode. Maybe it's in another mode. Yeah. Okay. Game mode. It was paused. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's some cool stuff going on here. Let me go over to, let me fix one thing over here. Twitch streamer bot, and then 3 what? Yeah, so it'd be this. Did work. It just didn't work the way I expected, and this would be why. Yeah, let me pop that over here. Refresh. I'm in Twitch mode. Enable the Kraken. Pause the game. There we go. So shortcut key to pause the game now, and then turn the game back on. Unpause it. I don't know. I put a lot of stuff in behind the scenes that like none of you will see. It's just controls and stuff for me to be able to like move around here. But yeah, okay. So I mean, XP. Hey, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I can kind of guess, but thanks for being here, XP. XP, for what it's worth, we have level editing in the game with an atlas of sprites that the community has put together, and we can now apply them. So There you go, PR. Stress, yeah. It's cool to see you got tile sets starting to look like a proper game. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you are. I hope it goes well too. Yeah. That's all I'll say about it on stream right now, XP, but yeah. Not that much has changed. You know what, Frackery? You know what? Those are fighting words. Is that what you want to do? You want to fight with me? I'll fight you, Frackery. No, I won't. Okay, well, you'd love that? Yeah, I'm sure you would. I know, Rack. I know. You know what? If we're gonna do it, then we should at least stream it, right? Let's at least stream it so everyone can watch me get the crap kicked out of me. Oh man, you're like Melky. Melky's the same way. Melky's doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu. Can't even say it right. My daughter, my young daughter, has been doing it as well. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for like a few months now. Yeah, yeah. If you're not following Melky, you should be. He does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We need to give a shout out to the Coppinger. That was really cool of him to give out a raid. I appreciate that. Yeah, best thing a kid can do. I agree. Yeah, best place for them to grow and make friends. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Wish your daughter could do that kind of stuff. Yeah. Any kid, if they can do it, it's probably good for them to do it. You know, it helps. It helps in a lot of different ways. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, anything similar actually. It's true. Yeah, anything similar would be good. Okay, if I'm going to start editing levels, I guess I should just do it. Would you like me to provide you a spec to implement an adaptive file system? I won't hand you code so you can work through it, but I'm prototyping an idea I have. Sure, Arvis. Yeah, I'll be happy to have a look. Or I'll just prototype it anyway for funsies. Yeah, I'll have a look. Why not? Oof. Oh, there's a good way to. There's a good way to bring down your your energy level. You get a rejection letter while you're happy about your work on stream at the same time. There's a combo of feelings. Okay, let me check something else though. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I just know I know it is because I'm trying to stay focused on the stream. Yeah, me too. Yeah, thanks, Arvis. It happens. It happens. What can I say? How dare they send it during the stream? What can you do? If I'm gonna, damn it, the Atlas is fine. I guess I shouldn't really have to worry. They should really be more considerate, right? We should roast them on stream. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. They've been nothing but nice the whole time. I made it pretty much to the end anyways, which was more than I was expecting to, so you know, I don't feel too bad about it because I probably just barely got beat out by someone, probably like less than a handful of people. So, you know, it's not all bad. It's a good indicator that I'm not as bad as I think I am. There's hope for me yet. So like, you know, but there's a positive side to it. It's all good. It's a little bit of a bummer, but you know, it's all good. I will survive. I still have plenty of other work to pay the bills, so I'm not sweating bullets yet. When I sweat bullets, you'll know. Thanks, Jodim. Thanks for being here. Okay, this all checks out. So why am I seeing an error on my console over here? Oh, of course, that's why. Because I'm looking at the wrong place. And if I go over here and I simply, yeah, we're good. And this is the console I need. You'll be disturbed to see someone sweat actual bullets. Wouldn't it be like the weirdest thing? Isn't there a Mario character that does that? I'm pretty sure. Isn't there like someone who sweats? There's some cartoon character I'm thinking of in the back of my head that sweats bullets. Who? I don't know. I'm sure chat will figure. Chat, you figure it out. You be something else. You be like a second brain for me. Okay. Yeah, now we're cooking. Okay, now. Tom and Jerry skit. Yeah, probably. Hey, yeah, dead. Maybe they should bricks. Yeah. Some of the Looney Tunes characters. That makes sense. That's probably what I'm remembering. It's probably Looney Tunes characters. Okay. What I'm thinking. The old bald one. The old bald one. Old bald one. Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd. That's right. All right. I have an idea. Okay, so the question is, how far away am I from getting ranged attacks? What I could do is not worry about the animations. for the cannonballs. I could just kind of set a ranged attack and have like no animations, nothing to tell you that you can do a ranged attack, and confirm that the functionality of a ranged attack works first. Then I can add animations to make it nice. So truly, how far away am I? I'd have to update the WebAssembly code. I have to update ZIG. Just provide a default range. I probably have to update... I probably have to update some binary files. I'd have to update the component that handles attacks. Then on the rendering side, I would have to take a range and highlight the range on screen. So there's a rendering aspect of it. Taking a cannonball and animate it, add some like tweening, stuff like that. So probably not today, probably tomorrow. Okay, so it's not too far away. That means that if I'm going to do some map editing right now, what I could do is try and build out a default map that's better than this one. And it would be a mixture of like a mixture of different tile sets that we like, in a way that kind of caters to a starting point of you have to get right up next to the person you want to attack, but then expands nicely into ranged attacks. I think that's the key. Did Pufferman only have questions in Discord? Yes. Docklock, yes. Thank you for I see that you're trying to help out over there. I appreciate it. So given that, maybe what we should do let's move this over. No, I don't need to. We're going to remove all the collision tiles. I should find a better way. Maybe I could do like a clear entire layer, set entire layer to 0, something like that, or maybe a better way to navigate through the map. But for now, this will do. Now the layer here is 200. A box select and click to add selection would be good. XP, that's good advice. Yeah, I like that. Don't know what this 6 is here. That's weird. Let me check the... Let me check my, what would you call it? My keyboard shortcuts. Maybe a layer system and ability to restrict selection on layers. I already do that. I already have the layer system sorted out. And I do already restrict by layer. So that part's good. It's O. Key O. And then I can do 0. Okay. Now, is there a reason why that is still rendering this way? Can't think of one exactly, but that's fine. So one thing we could do, move this over here. Okay. Now if I extract, I think all I need to do is extract the data. 23, okay. Then I'll SCP over here. 3. Cool. It's layer 2, which is the entity layer. Layer 3, which is collision layer. Layer 0 and 1. All right. Maybe a system for constructing islands where the edge tiles will be placed automatically around the tileable area. This could be drawing mode of some kind presented as a brush or in a tool panel. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, XP. Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely some smart things that we could do with the tile editing and placement, etc. of all this stuff. Absolutely. And I think we're gonna need to, so I think that's a good idea. Would save a headache when building bigger worlds. Absolutely it would. Yeah. It's kind of like maybe you could call it like a macro almost. Okay, why is this still? It should be 0. Anyways, and this is 7 too. Why is this 7? Should also be 0. And this is 8, but should also be 0. I should probably sort that out before I continue. 24. Refresh. Open up the editor. Switch over to this mode. Switch layers. Yeah, why is it not saving proper? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that, but now. Why does element not style also mean set ID and not class? Perhaps a scattering tool for vegetation and props for dynamic object placement. This could be as a brush and combined with the ability to generate random placement of the props. I like that too. Yeah, it's a good idea as well. Nice XP. So 200 is that. So let's say we set 201. Now 201 should be that. Sure, let's do 3. And then we can go 202. This. Yeah. Can do 203. Put it here. Hopefully. Hope this works. Like, it likes to pretend that it works, but and then down here would be like bottom, so 204. And I guess we would put a corner piece like this. 205. And then it'd be another corner piece. There it is. 206. Okay. It's a start. Then if I put collision layer here, so I just go like this. $25. All right, that's good. And which number was this? It was 1. All right. Like that. Rebuild. That's a good idea, XP. Yeah, I think distance would be a good way. Yes, absolutely. So that took. So why didn't extract data take? Do I have it in the wrong place? Let me look here. JSON. Oh, do I still have it? I have it wrong in the code. I have my file name wrong. Layer image to ID. That looks correct. Ah, it's layer ID to image. Let's see if this works better. It does. Perfect. Okay. So aside from this data thing not working correctly, the rest should be working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, XP, I know. I think the thing is that on Discord, a bunch of artists got together and we've coordinated things like color palette and stuff. So there we go. So the ship sprites and like all the sprites that we're building now kind of like follow particular patterns and colors and whatnot. So it might be a good idea for you to check on there. There's a arts channel, UWNH arts channel, and then you can put your assets in there and get feedback from everyone else who's building stuff out, and kind of like coordinate what you're doing with what they're doing so that it lines up better. And then that way everybody gets a chance to we get to synchronize the way that we do our art styles, and everybody can say that they participated kind of like in the same way, the same thing. It looks all, you know, the same. Okay. Editor. Cool. Value mode. And then I can just I'll leave that island up there. Clear all these out. Okay. Let me extract it again. Let me go over here and do this again. Rebuild. There we go. Clean slate, pretty much. Okay, so I know the Kraken's going to show up here. There's always a palletize option. Every image could be run through a palletize filter where it snaps the colors to the nearest color on the palette. Maybe this could also be a feature in the engine where you can switch to different palette styles. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That is probably a bit more complicated, but something I could do down the road for sure. Probably Canvas. You probably have to use Canvas, I imagine. Arvis. Okay, so okay. Grain of salt, most of the time I think shaders that do that usually turn out not great. Fair. That's fair. I wouldn't jump to that anytime soon. I think we have a lot more on our plate before we start doing palette stuff. Exactly. Like swapping out palettes and whatnot. We've got a long ways to go before that. A DLC feature? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, would be a DLC style feature, yeah. Let's see this 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then the fourth one, right? And then be like here. Melky, hey man, how's it going? So there's Melky and Frackery and Melky. There you go, Frackery. You can say hi to Melky. You're both Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu peeps. There you go. How are you doing today, Melky? It's good to see you. So I would say 207. Just chilling right now? Nice. I need a corner piece and I need it to be not that. Yeah. All right. 207. Apply that. There it is. 208. Apply that. And a top edge. Here. 209. Apply that. Okay, now I need to skip over to this layer and add in. Okay, and then if I go back to game mode and I just test it out. Okay, a little weird, but yeah. Yeah. Melky, have you been training for a while? Here we go with the BJJ talk. This is gonna be... I have 2 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu masters. Curious what they're gonna talk about. This is all working. Okay, there's one. Now, one thing I could do is maybe just add like a few sparse islands over here. Pull it out. Would that work? Could be something silly like that. All right, now if I do something like, okay, so there would be the edge, it'd be like that. Take it and go. Let me actually zero that out. And go like, gonna have to fix that rendering. 3, 4. Okay, that's what I want to do. I kind of want like a little bit of a like an alcove here, just a little bit. And then if I take, let's say, yeah, 209. Take, sure. Why? Here, that's why. Because I'm silly. We'll grab 203. We'll do some more. We'll edge some more over here. Maybe pressing space would have a window to pop up where you can search. Yeah, XP, I have given some thought on making this more efficient. So I have an auto pull mode, which it's supposed to do like when it is doing it technically. When I pull it, or when I click, it automatically pulls the value of that tile. And so then I should be able to do something like this and like inject it here if I can. Yeah, it's not doing it. But it's supposed to do it. But I've already thought about like what it would take to do that. So I think you're right. There's got to be more of like an automated way to do exactly what I'm doing right now, because this is kind of annoying. we'll go like here. Should speed up the process. Have a good night, Frackery. Thanks for being here. You could place all the tiles on one side of the world so you could pick them for now. Yeah, I could do that, yeah. It's not a bad idea. Right? I don't know. Yeah, okay. This looks right. Okay, let me extract the data right now. Let me extract the image data as well. So we're looking at 27 and that. So let me go and properly grab my stuff over here. And we will also, what is it now? Layer ID to image. To image. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, this I know why this is, well, I know that this is breaking. I don't know why exactly yet, but I knew it was something I was going to have to deal with, but this is starting to come together. I know the Kraken spawns up here. What I could do is create like a little bit of a corner thing here. So let's switch modes. And we could do a nice little corner here. Right? Grab this. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect so far. Grab this. Yes. Grab this. And then this is just a corner one. Bad. Not bad at all. And then there we go. I think I'll kind of I'll kind of box off the Kraken just a little bit over here. Maybe do like something like this. So it's kind of clear that the Kraken's spawning over here. I want to get rid of this health thing, but I can do that later. I can figure out why that's not working. I already have, yeah, XP, I already have everything in one image. Okay. Let me look over. Okay, with all of that pulled together, I think I just kind of need to fill out this upper area up here with something. Yes, XP. I think you're totally. And I tried to do that today. I actually thought about this. I tried to do it today, and I didn't get enough time. But I think that's what I'm gonna have to do next. Okay, so if I look at this, all my files look correct. If I come back here, I won't save it quite yet. I'll have just a little bit of trust. Just a little bit of trust. And then we'll go. What should I do? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe here, and then another one over here. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So we can go here, 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 and then we'll pull this. Yeah. Okay. That one's easy. Yes, I have one more idea. Just to kind of mix things up a little bit. Yeah. We'll add some collision blocks. Not terrible. And then we'll just put like a random island here. I will extract the data again, and then I will extract the image. And then I'll rebuild it. And then I'll and I also have to fix what the heck's going on with these numbers way up at the top here. This might be a rendering issue, not a world issue. I'll have to look at that, but not perfect. I have to fix some bugs, but I mean, I don't think I set collisions on these, but that's fine. I can do that. But the ones I did set collisions on, the ones I remembered to set collisions on, worked. And then if I go over to the Twitch game side, it just takes immediate effect. Let me go back to editor mode. I'll fix those collisions real quick. And there we go. Extract data. Rebuild. Run it again. Check. Yeah, there we go. I don't mean to be criticizing the art in the game now, but looking at the Discord, the tile set you got provided seems to have its placement of the tiles random. I think it's because it was run through a sprite sheet maker. The art is good, it's just the tile set needs to be laid out for better visibility. I don't know what you mean. I put all the different tiles out and then I created an atlas myself. I just used a piece of software that put them all together. Beyond that, I don't know. Sorry, XP. If you have some advice, definitely pop it in that chat, because I'm basically just kind of trusting what these guys are putting together and how, because I really like the way that it's coming together, and it seems to be working well. But if you have some advice on like how we can improve it, please drop it in Discord, because what you're saying right now is like, whew, I'm not really sure how I would like tackle that necessarily. It's pretty much how it's laid out. It's hard to see what pieces are supposed to connect in what ways. I think I'm okay with that because I put them together in one big atlas anyways. I have that already, and I actually do I have, yeah, here, right? I put them in. I just took a free software, grabbed all the images, laid them out, and then you can choose like what kind of different methods to lay them out. So you could do like vertical, horizontal, smart layout, compact layout, spaced out layout, whatever you want to do. I make sure that they're all the same size, and then I just do XY positions on the whole atlas. So this works for me. I'm happy with it. All the frames of individual ships are here. I can do animations like this. Like, so far, I'm okay with it. Is it perfect? I don't know. Probably not. What is? But I mean, yeah, if you have advice on improving it, please. Okay. Cool. Cool. Takes manual labor, but it makes picking the tiles better, basically having it laid out in a way where corner tiles surround the main tile, so it's easier to pick corner and so on. Oh, where you do manual layout. I see. I think there's some software that can do that for me, where I can bring in a bunch of images and then I manually place them. The free one I chose doesn't let me do that, which is fine for now. It's okay. But I'm actually not too concerned about that, because I have to track positions of tiles anyways inside the atlas for animations. And also for, even if there's just one sprite, tracking it against a value in the world. So one way or another, it's all going to be positions. And then what I can do is, in my editor here in the browser, I can just click. I can open up the atlas and I can click and say apply to some value in the game. It might be okay. I might have the answer for this. Yeah, it might be okay. But feel free to drop anything you think of in the art channel there. And then all I really need to do is add like rotation to the ship so that when you move this way, it just rotates the asset over. Yeah, I mean, this is great. Cool. XP. Got the OCD spikes, huh? No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Krita. Okay. I will have a look at that. Thank you for the hint on that. Okay. Ultimately, okay, so I do need a tool for like the short term, right? I need to have something. Ultimately, I'm going to have everything done here in the editor in the browser, including laying out the tiles. As a matter of fact, I know that's what I'm going to do. And one of the reasons why I know that is I am probably going to have atlases for... I haven't completely confirmed this, okay? But I'm leaning towards having atlases for whole worlds instead of the whole game. I have some crazy ideas. Anyways, so I kind of have to, I sort of need to figure out my editor functionality. And I think one of the things I need to do is can I generate an atlas out of whatever assets I choose? And can I do it manually? Because I think I'm going to need that. So long term, I do have a plan for this. Short term, software like Krita here might be good. So yeah, thank you. Cool. Now, let me refresh. Something's up. The number of elements keeps increasing. Uh-oh. I gotta fix that. Uh-oh. Bug. In editor mode, no. in game mode, when moving ship around, number of elements increases a lot and doesn't release. Have to fix that. Cool. Gives me an idea. Maybe you could implement a feature where you can highlight tiles and then save what you selected so you can reuse it. I kind of already have that. What? Ryan? Why? I mean, I get why, but also why. But I get why. All right. I think I can't. I think the rest is just going to be me like plugging away at stuff here. So, and I've got to tackle a few other things tonight. So I'm probably going to call it. I mostly just wanted to make sure that the effort that people are putting into the art and some of the ideas here was shown off here. And people can see that the game is becoming more than just, you know, this. Right? Khalifa, they're not, I made them based on how Game Maker auto tiles, and I thought that's how it should be done, but now I can see that I was mistaken. That's fair, Khalifa. I mean, honestly, I really don't mind this. I think I've abstracted just enough that one more abstraction with Arvis's suggestion to do XY coordinates instead of pixel values, that'll be like perfect. Yeah. Okay. Everything's looking good. I was just looking at the files because I have them over here, and I'm trying to make sure that like when I save the files, I'm not doing like saving weird sizes or anything like that. It's looking good. Everything looks like it's running. I'm really happy with it. I think this is kind of cool to showcase people's artwork here. Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool. Okay, listen, folks. I've got stuff to do tonight. I'm busy tonight. I still have some work to do. I need to see if I can go grab another another contract. I'm gonna probably do. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. I might do some Laravel HTMX stuff tomorrow because I have a project that I need to work on. And I've already started on it on stream, and I need to continue. So you might not be seeing much of the game tomorrow. You might be seeing more Laravel HTMX stuff, but like a real world project that's actually going to get used. We're going to do some cool stuff with it. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. But tonight I'm so busy. It's either going to be me being boring for the next few hours. Sounds like lies. Nobody ships HTMX. I do, Sergeant Pepper, and I get paid for it. Yeah, I have a contract job that pays me to ship HTMX. It's a good job. It's my favorite job in the whole world. I hope that job does not go away. Plus, also, it's the only one I have, so I really hope that doesn't go away. But yeah, I've got a few things in the fire here that I gotta pay attention to. So we're gonna raid someone, and because Docklock hasn't been around in a while, and he was away for a bit, and he's kind of like getting back in the groove of things. We're gonna raid Docklock tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try and stream a little bit earlier because I want to pick somebody else to raid that I haven't raided in a while. Like, I know I keep missing Juicebox. Who else? Nate. I want to raid Nate. There's somebody else I'm thinking of, but because I've been streaming so late, I keep missing them, and I want to make sure that they get some love from my community. But for tonight specifically, let's head over to Docklock. I'm gonna go get some stuff done. I hope you guys are excited. I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys are excited to see your artwork getting pulled together. I'll fix up these little bugs. We'll start making levels. This is really cool. Thank you everyone who's helping. I appreciate it. Let's go raid Doc. Shalt we? Docklock. Remember, you guys are all awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support and all the fun that you guys have with me and allow me to have. I really appreciate all of you. Thanks for the raids. all the viewers who lurk, everyone. You guys are great. We're making good progress here, and I'm going to keep going because you guys are keeping me energized to do this. Let's go over to DocLock. Have a great night, everyone. Bye. See you later.